everyone, my name is Simon from Mr and Mrs KnowHow, and today we're going to be introducing our channel Mr and Mrs KnowHow. This introduction is going to be speaking about two key elements that we're going to be concentrating on for the next few weeks. The first one is going to be about this thing called behaviour. Also, it's about behaviour which we may have, that we may have inherited, that we may have been conditioned on from early childhood, and we're still actually carrying out our lives according to this behaviour. We're not always aware of it, but it's behaviour that we might not necessarily like or doesn't help us to achieve our goals and gets in the way from having a happy life and could be affecting the people that we love and different elements and different levels of our life. Another thing that we'll be looking at is habits. Where do we actually get these habits from? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they conducive to for us to achieve our goals? Where do we get these habits from? Are they habits that we've decided to have, or did we actually learn from our parents or from our peers or from family members when we were children, and we still think that that is the way that we should behave? Are these actual habits doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is helping us to have successful lives? Another thing that we're going to be looking at is conditioning. Where does this conditioning come from? As I said before, is it from our parents? Is it from school? Is it from our peers? Is it something that we actually consciously sat down to develop for ourselves? Or is it being forced on us by experience? Or were we actually taught to behave this way, to have these habits? In the end, it's all about whether these habits and behaviour are healthy habits and behaviour, or whether they're negative habits and behaviour, or are actually influencing and impacting on the way that we behave now. Are we actually achieving our goals by the way we're behaving, or is it actually leading us down a path that we don't actually want to go down? So I can hear you actually say, well, okay, the channel's going to be about old behaviour, it's going to be about habits, it's going to be about conditioning. So why should I actually stay with you and continue watching your videos? Because what we're going to be leading to, after actually identifying what the problems are, we're actually going to be leading to the big thing. And the big thing is change. First of all, you're going to have to admit to your behaviour, or admit to behaviours that you don't like, that aren't very helpful, that are very negative in your life at the moment. You have to admit to them, not deny them, and then make that choice that you want to change, and then change. We're actually going to be showing you, talking about it, and what your life, or what life is before change. What your life is at the moment, how it's actually working against you. And then after you've made your decisions to change, we're going to show you the possibilities, the potential, the opportunities of how your life is going to change when you've made that decision, when you keep to the purpose of changing, how to change, keeping to the strategy in order to be able to change, and what your life can be like afterwards, the vision that you have now, keeping to it, and how wonderful your life can be. Now you're probably wondering, who the hell is Simon of Mr and Mrs KnowHow? What right have I got to be speaking like this, to be talking about these sorts of things? I'll tell you, I used to be living like that all the time. My behaviour was out of control, my habits were out of control, even though I actually believed myself to be the most in control person, the most honest person, a model citizen. My life was a mess. And I'll describe to you how my life was like. Just imagine yourself getting into a car, but you're not the driver of the car. You're the passenger of this car. And this car could be a really, really smart, expensive, luxurious car, like a Lamborghini, like a Maserati. And you're the passenger of this car. So you really want to get into this car. The car starts up. You hear that throbbing sound of the engine, you get all excited about it, and then the car starts pulling off and driving towards a destination that you're not aware of, but you just want to continue being in that car. You want to continue being driven, but you're not driving the car. You look over and there's no one driving that car. And you think, oh my God, who the hell is driving this car? Am I driving this car? Am I telepathically driving this car? I'm not but all of a sudden, the speed of the car is enticing you to look away from the driver's seat. It's attracting you away from the driving seat to actually see what's going on the outside, and you start holding on. It's a bit like a thrill ride, you know, like at Thorpe Park or something like that, and you're white knuckling it and you're holding your breath and you're just looking at the surrounding and how fast it's going and how brilliant, and that exhilaration, and your heart starts pumping and and you're thinking, should I be in this car? What the hell is going on? What if we crash? What if we go towards a destination I'm not aware of? Who cares? I'm enjoying this ride. I don't give a damn where it's going to be taking me. I just want to continue. I don't care that no one's driving it, because I know with my thoughts, with my power of thought, that I can stop at any time. I'm in control regardless of who's driving it. I love this. I love this sensation. I love where it's taken me, even though I don't know where the hell it's taken me. I just love being here. And you stay there. And you think, this is a real ride that I really shouldn't be enjoying. I shouldn't be doing this. But you don't care. And you don't care about the people who are outside the car, including your loved ones, including your wife, including your husband, including your children. You don't give a flying frig because you're enjoying this drive so much. But you're hurtling towards the abyss. You're hurtling towards the cliff edge with your eyes wide open. You're telling yourself, you know what's going on. You know what's going on. You intellectualize about it. You know exactly what you're doing. But you're hurtling towards that cliff edge and you don't want the car to stop. What are my habits leading me to? I'm excited on the one hand and I'm scared on the other. And the car is going faster and faster and faster towards that cliff edge. And I really can't stop it. It's getting nearer and nearer to the cliff edge. I can't stop the car. I can't stop the car! And then the car stops. And the reason why the car stops is because I've decided to get out of the car. I've decided I don't want to go over that cliff edge. I've decided that I want to live. I want to be healthy. I want to be respected. I want to be able to achieve my goals and not die before I've ever achieved them or made a difference. I want my wife to love me. I want my children to love me. I want people to respect me. I want to have a legacy. I want to live until I'm old. I want to be healthy up here. I want to be healthy here. So the only way to doing that is to stop that car. Because that car isn't really a car. You know that, don't you? That car is me. That car is you. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle of illness. It's a vehicle that doesn't have to define you. So you stop that car. Even before you realise what's happening, you stop that car. You get out of the car. And with Mr. and Mrs KnowHow, we're going to be showing you how you can walk around the car, get into the driver's side, open that door, get in, and you've already got the key in your hand. You put the key in the ignition. And we're going to be showing you, working with you, how you can start up that engine, start up that ignition, and then you reverse out there, away from that cliff edge. This is what this channel is all about. So identifying that journey, that out of control journey, is you actually finding your path. It's finding where you've got to from the past to the present and how you can change it so that your present to your future is you being that driver. And that's what this channel is about. So if you want to find out more, about Mr. and Mrs KnowHow and this channel, just subscribe, hit that button below, and join us on this journey, because it's going to be a thrill knowing that you're no longer going to be the person you don't want to be. Remember, if you want to learn now, you need to know how. Bye-bye for now.